At the time, Nintendo dominated nearly 90% of home console market.
By the way, how they named consoles in the 90s were brutal.
Commodore 64 game system, what? Amstrad GX 4000, Philips CD. Okay, that's simple, but it sounds like this is not a gaming console name. Commodore, oh, this is a popular brand, I guess. What is this? The gaming industry was ruled by Nintendo and its mascot. While Sega, things weren't looking great. I mean, what could possibly beat a mustached plumber who jumps on mushrooms? Sega was the underdog. Don't get me wrong, they had great arcade hits and consoles, but the games couldn't compete with Nintendo. With Mario, look how cute he is. Mascots were a game changer. Mario, Pac-Man, Mega Man, Donkey Kong, and many more. Sega knew what it had to do. Sega designers came up with all sorts of ideas. One was a rabbit that could grab objects with its ears, but probably the mechanics were too complicated for its time. That's when artist came up with a blue hedgehog, fast, spiky, with red shoes, inspired by Michael Jackson's Bad album. Sonic is attitude, cool, and most importantly, Sonic is fast. But why? Really, speed and coolness is a direct contrast to Nintendo's plumber, slower, fatter, weirder, stupider Mario. Plus, Sega was aiming to appeal to American audiences, and Sonic is a perfect embodiment of the rebellious pop culture influenced attitude. In the 90s, especially the emergence of pop punk and skate punk appealed to America's teenagers at the time. Yes, this. But that's why in American media Sonic spikes are portrayed in a different way. But there was a different reason why Sonic is fast. Sonic's speed was born out of pure frustration. Yuji Naka was just tired of waiting for Mario to get to the next platform. He didn't like how slow Mario is. What he did is considered genius for its time. He introduced rolling physics system that let Sonic build momentum as he ran down slopes and launched off ramps. It's a whole new style of gameplay. I swear this wasn't in the game. The Sega Genesis wasn't the most powerful console. Actually, it was weaker than the Super Nintendo. But Yuji Naka's coding tricks made Sonic's speed possible. Best of all, Hirokazu, the game lead designer, was responsible for crafting Green Hill Zone and added multiple pathways in each game. It's hard to imagine a Sonic game without the multiple paths. When Sonic the Hedgehog finally launched in 1991, millions of copies sold. Before Sonic, Nintendo controlled nearly 90% of the market. After Sonic, the Sega Genesis actually outsold the Super Nintendo in North America for years. Well, Sonic did pay off, but really his next game would take things even further. But that's a story for another time.